I see it in the way you look at me when you think I'm not aware, in the extra second that you hold me before letting go. I see it in the small things and the way that you are there, in every quiet proof of what you feel but never show. And I am not ungrateful for the language of your actions, for every gesture that has told me what your voice is not. But there are nights when all the showing leaves me in fractions, reaching for the 3 words that your silence has forgot. I know you feel it, I can see it in the way you breathe around me, in the way the room shifts temperature when we are close. But knowing and not hearing it is slowly coming to be the thing that fills the silence that I feel the most. Say you love me, not because I need the reassurance, but because some things deserve to be spoken into air. Say you love me with the same complete endurance as everything you do to show me that you care. Not once and then forgotten, but the kind that keeps on living, the kind that finds its way into the ordinary days. Say you love me and complete the circle of your giving, because I need the word as much as I need all your ways. I have told myself that actions are the truest form of loving, that what you do is heavier than anything you say. And I believe it every single showing, and the proving is worth more than words that people throw and then betray. But there is something that the spoken carries that the shown can't, a nakedness that lives inside the voice when it admits, a courage in the saying that the doing alone won't give me. And I need it more than I can keep from this. I know you feel it, I can see it in the way you breathe around me, in the way the room shifts temperature when we are close. But knowing and not hearing it is slowly coming to be the thing that fills the silence that I feel the most. Say you love me, not because I need the reassurance, but because some things deserve to be spoken into air. Say you love me with the same complete endurance as everything you do to show me that you care. Not once and then forgotten, but the kind that keeps on living, the kind that finds its way into the ordinary days. Say you love me and complete the circle of your giving, because I need the word as much as I need all your ways. And I am not asking you to be someone you are not, not asking for the words to come without the weight behind them. I am only asking for the thing you clearly haven't got, to find its way to language, so I know where I can find them. Because love that lives entirely inside the silent spaces leaves the other person always guessing at the edge. And I've spent too long reading all the quiet traces, and tonight I need to hear it. I need you off that ledge. Say you love me, not because I need the reassurance, but because some things deserve to be spoken into it. Say you love me with the same complete endurance as everything you do, to show me that you can. Not once and then forgotten, but the kind that keeps on living, the kind that finds its way into the ordinary days. Say you love me and complete the circle of your giving, because I need the word as much as I need all your ways. Say you love me, just say it out loud. Say you love me, let it out from underneath the cloud. I used to hear the word and think of something vast and faceless, an abstract and enormous thing too large to hold or know. Always felt like something cold and somewhat spaceless, a concept that the heart could want but never really show. But then I found the version of it that belongs to me, the one that isn't grand or distant or removed, the one that has your name and face and all the things I see in you that make the word feel warm and real and proved. Because always is a different thing for every person living. It takes the shape of who you are and what you need it to be. And mine turned out to be the most specific and most giving version I could ever have imagined finding for me. You're my kind of always, not the word but what it means to me, not the grand and sweeping kind that lives above the ground. You're my kind of always, warm and close and full of what I see in every ordinary moment when you're around. The coffee and the laughter and the comfortable silence, the way you know exactly when to reach and when to give space. You're my kind of always, gentle without any violence, the most specific and the most beloved kind of grace. My kind of always is the way you answer without asking, the way you know the thing I need before I find the words, the way your presence is the warmest kind of basking, the way your voice sounds different from all other sounds I've heard. It's the verse version of forever that lives inside the Tuesday, inside the unremarkable and ordinary week, the kind that doesn't need a monument or a Broadway, just the two of us and everything we're learning how to speak. Because always is a different thing for every person living. It takes the shape of who you are and what you need it to be. And mine turned out to be the most specific and most giving version I could ever have imagined finding for me. You're my kind of always, not the word but what it means to me. Not the grand and sweeping kind that lives above the ground. You're my kind of always, warm and close and full of what I see in every ordinary moment when you're around. The coffee and the laughter and the comfortable silence, the way you know exactly when to reach and when to give space. You're my kind of always, gentle without any violence, the most specific and the most beloved kind of grace. And I think the greatest gift that love has ever given is the making of the abstract into something you can touch, the taking of the concept and the thoroughly rewritten version that fits perfectly and doesn't ask too much. Because my kind of always is not heavy or demanding. It doesn't ask for perfection or for anything extreme. It only asks for you and for the quiet understanding that what we have is everything I meant when I said dream. You're my kind of always, not the word but what it means to me. Not the grand and sweeping kind that lives above the ground. You're my kind of always, warm and close and full of what I see in every ordinary moment when you're around. The coffee and the laughter and the comfortable silence, the way you know exactly when to reach and when to give space. You're my kind of always, gentle without any violence, the most specific and the most beloved kind of grace. You're my kind of always, the only kind I choose. You're my kind of always, the one I never want to lose. There is a warning in the way you look at me sometimes, a flicker of the something that I know I should resist, a current running underneath the surface and the rhymes of everything we say to keep the dangerous dismissed. I have always known the rules of where the boundary should be, have always kept a careful distance from the things that burn too bright. But you have this particular and reckless way of finding me exactly at the edge of everything I thought was right. And every sensible and careful voice inside me says to step back from the precipice and find the solid ground. But the only voice I hear anymore that guides me is the one that says jump in and let yourself be found. You're my dangerous love, the kind I can't be careful with, the kind that doesn't stay inside the lines I drew before. You're my dangerous love, not a myth or an afterthought, but the thing I keep returning to and cannot just ignore. Not dangerous like a wound or like a thing that will destroy, but dangerous like a fire that you walk into with open eyes. You're my dangerous love, my most consuming joy, the thrill I would not trade for any safer paradise. I notice it in how the room contracts when you are in it, how the air develops weight and texture around your skin, how every conversation has a different kind of limit when it's you, and how the edges of myself grow thin. And I have stopped trying to explain the why of what you do, stopped searching for the rational beneath the irrational pull, because some things are beyond the explaining, and the truth is that you make me feel alive in ways I cannot make less full. And every sensible and careful voice inside me says to step back from the precipice and find the solid ground. But the only voice I hear anymore that guides me is the one that says jump in and let yourself be found. You're my dangerous love, the kind I can't be careful with, the kind that doesn't stay inside the lines I drew before. You're my dangerous love, not a myth or an afterthought, but the thing I keep returning to and cannot just ignore. Not dangerous like a wound or like a thing that will destroy, but dangerous like a fire that you walk into with open eyes. You're my dangerous love, my most consuming joy, the thrill I would not trade for any safer paradise. And I have learned that safe is not the same as being happy, that the careful and the measured life is not the only way, that sometimes what the heart needs is the beautifully snappy terror of a love that takes your breath completely away. So I choose the danger of you over the safety of without, choose the fire and the vertigo and everything that comes, because a life lived at the edge of you and never in doubt is worth 1,000 lifetimes of the comfortable and the numb. You're my dangerous love, the kind I can't be careful with, the kind that doesn't stay inside the lines I drew before. You're my dangerous love, not a myth or an afterthought, but the thing I keep returning to and cannot just ignore. Not dangerous like a wound or like a thing that will destroy, but dangerous like a fire that you walk into with open eyes. You're my dangerous love, my most consuming joy, the thrill I would not trade for any safer paradise. You're my dangerous love, and I have stopped running from it. You're my dangerous love, and I have never felt more alive than coming toward it. version of me that was losing ground completely, moving toward a darkness that I couldn't name or face, wearing all the right appearances so neatly, while the inside quietly came apart without a trace. I had learned the art of looking fine from the outside, of performing the existence that the world required of me. But underneath the surface and behind the practiced outside was a person slowly drowning in the light he couldn't see. And I did not ask to be saved, and I did not know I needed it. I told myself the darkness was a place I'd always live. But you arrived, and something in the way you seeded it with light made me remember what it meant to give. You're my only salvation, not the religious kind, but real, the kind that shows up quietly and doesn't ask for thanks. You're my only salvation, and the only thing I feel when I think of where I was before is deepest gratitude ranks. Not because you tried to save me, or because you had a plan, but because you simply loved me, and that love was enough. You're my only salvation, and I am a different man because of everything you gave me when the going was most tough. You never made a project out of fixing what was broken, never treated me as something that required your repair. You simply loved the whole of me, including the unspoken, the parts I kept in shadow and pretended weren't there. And in that loving, something started shifting in the foundation, something that I hadn't felt in longer than I knew. A crack of light appearing in the darkest of the stations, a warmth returning to the places I had ridden through. And I did not ask to be saved, and I did not know I needed it. I told myself the darkness was a place I'd always lived. But you arrived, and something in the way you seeded it with light made me remember what it meant to give. You're my only salvation, not the religious kind, but real, the kind that shows up quietly and doesn't ask for thanks. You're my only salvation, and the only thing I feel when I think of where I was before is deepest gratitude ranks. Not because you tried to save me, or because you had a plan, but because you simply loved me, and that love was enough. You're my only salvation, and I am a different man because of everything you gave me when the going was most tough. And the most extraordinary thing about the saving that you did is that you never once intended it or knew it was the case. You just showed up and loved me and kept nothing from me hidden. That was all it took to pull me back into the grace. Because salvation at its truest is not rescue from above. It is not the dramatic and the grand and the divine. It is someone standing next to you and offering their love until the darkness learns to let the light come back and shine. You're my only salvation, not the that shows up quietly and doesn't ask for thanks. You're my only salvation, and the only thing I feel when I think of where I was before is deepest gratitude ranks. Not because you tried to save me, or because you had a plan, but because you simply love me, and that love was enough. You're my only salvation, and I am a different man because of everything you gave me when the going was most tough. You're my only salvation, and you didn't even know. You're my only salvation, the most important grace I'll ever know. From the very first moment I laid eyes on you, I felt it, a heat beneath the surface of the skin I couldn't name. I tried to rationalize it, and I tried to just forget it, but desire of this kind doesn't play by any game. It doesn't ask permission, and it doesn't wait for timing. It simply takes up residence and burns from the inside. And every day that passes leaves me climbing and still climbing toward the one thing that this fever cannot hide. And I have tried the cold, and I have tried the distance, have tried to put an ocean between the wanting and the real, but every single measure and every kind of resistance only feeds the fire and makes it more intensely feel. You're my burning desire, the fire that never cools, the wanting that gets stronger with the passing of the days. You're my burning desire, and it follows all the rules of something so alive it cannot be contained or praised. Not the spark that flares and fades before you know its name, but the deep and ancient and the always burning kind. You're my burning desire, and you are entirely to blame for the most consuming fire I have ever had to find. I notice it in everything that has your touch upon it, in the way a room becomes electric when you walk inside, in the way the air itself develops weight and falls upon it, and the whole of what I am just has no place left to hide. And the remarkable thing about this burning is its patience, the way it settles in for years without diminishing at all, as if desire of this quality requires no persuasions. It simply burns and burns and waits and answers every call. And I have tried the cold, and I have tried the distance, have tried to put an ocean between the wanting and the real, but every single measure and every kind of resistance only feeds the fire and makes it more intensely feel. You're my burning desire, the fire that never cools, the wanting that gets stronger with the passion Stop reaching for the water that has never made it less. Because some fires are not dangerous, but the ones that glisten with the particular and irresistible brightness of excess. So I surrender to the burning and I call it what it is, the most alive and most essential warning I have known. And everything this desire touches instantly becomes his. The fire that has made the whole of me its permanent home. You're my burning desire, the fire that never cools, the warning that gets stronger with the passing of the days. You're my burning desire, and it follows all the rules of something so alive it cannot be contained or praised. Not the spark that flares and fades before you know its name, but the deep and ancient and the always burning kind. You're my burning desire, and you are entirely to blame for the most consuming fire I have ever had to find. You're my burning desire, and I've stopped fighting the flame. You're my burning desire, and I would not want it any other way than the same.
Before I knew your name or had a face to put to you, there was a space inside my life, the shape of what you are, an outline waiting quietly for something to come true, a specific kind of empty reaching toward a specific star. And I had learned to live inside the outline and the waiting, had made a kind of peace with all the space I couldn't fill, until the day the empty stopped its patient hesitating, and you arrived and everything went suddenly and perfectly still. And in that stillness something deep inside me recognized, not a stranger and not something new, but something always known, as if the whole of my existence had been authorized for this particular and unrepeatable love alone. We were born to love, not as a poetic exaggeration, but as the most literal and ancient of all truths. We were born to love with this specific destination, these two particular and irreplaceable yous. Not just born to love in general, or to love the world entire, but born to find each other and to love each other whole. We were born to love, and I have never felt more fire in the purpose of existing than in loving you with all my soul. I look at all the pieces of the person that I came as, every strength and every fracture and every way I made, and I see that every part of what my character became has been precisely shaped for loving you and not afraid. The patience and the stubbornness and everything between them, the way I love the details and the way I hold the whole, were not assembled randomly but built before I'd seen them into the exact configuration needed for your soul. And in that stillness, something deep inside me recognized. Not a stranger and not something new, but something always known. As if the whole of my existence had been authorized for this particular and unrepeatable love alone. We were born to love, not as a poetic exaggeration, but as the most literal and ancient of all truths. We were born to love with this specific destination. These two particular and irreplaceable yous, not just born to love in general or to love the world entire, but born to find each other and to love each other whole. We were born to love, and I have never felt more fire in the purpose of existing than in loving you with all my soul. And if you ever wonder what the meaning of a life is, what the purpose underneath the ordinary days could be, I will tell you that the answer and the gift of this is standing right in front of you and standing right in me. Because we were not assembled and then set adrift to wander. We were made with each other somewhere deep inside the plan. And every year that passes only deepens and grows fonder my certainty that loving you is why I began. We were born to love, not as a poetic exaggeration, but as the most literal and ancient of all truths. We were born to love with this specific destination. These two particular and irreplaceable yous, not just born to love in general or to love the world entire, but born to find each other and to love each other whole. We were born to love, and I have never felt more fire in the purpose of existing than in loving you with all my soul. We were born to love, and that is why we're here. We were born to love. The most certain thing that I hold dear.